Hi, it's the Recipe Lady and Winston, and we are getting ready to make chili. It snowed a lot today, all day. I'm in Minnesota, and it's cold, and my son's been out shoveling, and so we are going to have some chili to warm us all up this evening. And I think I've done this video before, but I'm going to try some different things in my chili today that I normally wouldn't do. So I'm kind of out of some things, so it's just whatever I have on hand. So bring it in once I've got the hamburger all browned. So those of you that are not in Minnesota, I thought I would show you our snow that we got today. It's not a whole lot, maybe about 6-7 inches or so, I'm not sure. So, anyway, just thought I would show you a little bit of our snow that we got today. It snowed all day. But now we feel like Christmas here. So, I'm going to get back inside and get back to that chili. Okay, I am back. So, I've got 2 pounds of hamburger and a whole red onion, a dash of salt and pepper, and then probably about 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Sometimes I do my own chili powder, but tonight I'm going really quick here and just doing basic. Sometimes I'll add green pepper to this as well, but tonight I don't have any green pepper. So what I'm going to add here is a can of chili beans, and it's Market Pantry. I work for Target, so I tend to use a lot of Target stuff. So this is dark kidney beans, and I put 2 cans in here. This is not sponsored by Target, by the way, but I think there's the generic, pretty much of anything tastes just the same as your name brand. Some corn. And I'm doing this in a skillet versus a pot, just because I kind of make my chili thick. So why not do it in a skillet versus a pot? I just kind of stir up everything before I add my tomatoes. And sometimes I use tomato paste. I didn't have any tomato paste today, so I'm using tomato puree. And this is a 28 ounce can of tomato puree. Get my scraper out here and get all the goodies out of it. Chili is one of those things you can make it so many different ways. And it seems like a lot of times I make it the same old, and then there's days like today where it sounds really good, but I don't have all the ingredients, so kind of mix it up a little bit. But it still is basically the same, which is 2 cans of beans. A lot of times I use pinto beans instead of chili beans. And then tomatoes, and like I said, tomato paste or puree. These tomatoes are Roma tomatoes. My mother-in-law grew them last year. They're so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? She's such a good gardener. And then my meat is from family as well. So some of this is homegrown. So I'm going to let this, I could stir it all up first. I'm going to add a little more salt and pepper. Put in the comments whether or not you use sugar. Sometimes people use sugar. I don't like the sweetness in chili that way, but some people always, whenever they have tomato, anything, they always put sugar in there. I'd be interested to know if that's what you do as well. So here I'm adding some more chili powder. Of course, this is to your taste. I go by my sight, and I use my senses when I cook. So I don't really measure too much because I use my smell, I use my sight, and then of course I use my taste. And that's how I cook. And so even when I'm following a recipe, I usually change it as I'm going along because I just think it doesn't have enough spices or it doesn't have enough something else. And that's what's fun with recipes. You don't always have to follow them to a T. You can play around with things, be creative, which is so much fun to be creative when you're cooking. So, and a little more salt. And this is just, I think it's sea salt. A lot of times I have pink Himalayan salt. This is sea salt, and this is coarse ground pepper. So, if you do not live in Minnesota, do you usually have a white Christmas? We tend to always have a white Christmas. And the thing is here, people get that misconception. They think, oh my gosh, you guys have so much snow throughout the winter. It's not necessarily a ton of snow. It's just the snow does not melt here. Like, I'm from Indiana, and so you get snow, and within like a week or two, it melts, and then you get new snow. And then a week or two, it melts, and your ground's all mushy and muddy. That doesn't happen here. You get snow, 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 snow. And then about maybe April, you get some melting and more snow. And then eventually it'll go away. I think my husband's birthday is at the end of April, and I think we've had some birthdays where there's been snow on the ground. So I'm going to let this do its thing, and I will bring you back for a taste test. So Austin here is my son, Chris and I's son, and so he's going to do taste test for us tonight. So what do you think there, Austin? Tastes good? Austin loves chili. It's one of his favorite foods. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And have a fantastic day. Bye.